Ginamit po ang inyong campus, ginamit po ang inyong faculty, ginamit po ang inyong estudyante promoting a certain candidate. Are you aware of that?
And not directly or indirectly involved in any partisan political activity.
Madam President, pakisagot lang po yung aking katanungan. Masyado na pa kayong defensive eh. Bilang isang investigador, ako'y nagdududa. Masyado ko ng defensive. Hindi ko naman yun ang tinatanong ko eh.
Isa hong pinupunto natin dito sa investigation nating ginawa ay tanungin ang legality of President Gamboa's third term as president. I understand that Dr. Gamboa was appointed as president of the Surigao State College of Technology in 2016. His first term expired in 2020 kasi 4 years lamang po ang isang term, no? And he was subsequently reappointed for a second term which was to last until January 2024. However, Mr. Chair, nung naipasa po yung Republic Act 10600, the law creating Surigao State University, Surigao del Norte State University, si Dr. Gamboa was once again appointed as president. This time, under na po ng SNSU from Surigao State College of Technology. And hanggang 2020, supposedly hanggang 2024. But Ms. Dr. Gamboa was resigned last year, no? Now that he is now the president under SNSU, supposedly for another year, 4-year term beginning in 2022 and ending in 2026. This effectively constitutes a third term as president of the university. I'd like to ask our current president of the university, Madam President Rowena Plando, given your former role as the board secretary and now the SNSU's current president, do you believe that Dr. Gamboa's appointment to a third term as president of a state university is legally compliant with the limitations set by existing laws and CHED guidelines? Tama po ba na siya po ay na-extend for another third term?
Mr. Chair, and to the honorable members of the committee, good morning. Based on Republic Act 10600 as well as RA 11010, yes po.
Yes?
Yes po.
So legal yung kanyang, did you know that the law clearly provides that the term of the university president is only limited to 2 4-year terms, meaning a total of 8-year term, 8-year presidency. Maximum of 8 years. Ito, let me read to you the revised RRR of Republic Act 8292, which provides that a person appointed as a SUC president after Republic Act 8292 took effect may only serve for 2 terms consisting of 4 years each. Ang tanong ko po, pang third term na po niya yon. The law clearly says maximum of 8 years or 2 terms of 4 years each. So, again, I'd like to ask you, legal ba yung kanyang third term or hindi? Just to give you another guideline, Madam President, meron pong opinion ang DOJ noong August of 2021. DOJ Opinion Number 25, Series of 2021. Upon the expiration of the 2 terms of the SUC President, the position shall be deemed automatically vacated. Para lang po for your reference.
Mr. Chair, I would like to cite Section 1.
Pakilakasan po ninyo.
Okay. Mr. Chair and the honorable members of the committee, allow me to cite Section 1 of RA 11010 relative to the term of office of the university president. as amended accordingly, Section 1 of Section 9 of Republic Act 10600 is amended to read as follows. The university president shall be headed by a president who shall render full-time service and who shall be appointed by the board subject to the guidelines, qualification standards set by the board upon recommendation of a duly constituted search committee. The university president shall have a term of 4 years and shall be eligible for reappointment for another term, provided that in order to effect a smooth transition to a state university, the incumbent president of SSCT shall serve as the first president of the university.
Yes, that is very clear in the provision of Section 1 of RA 11010. Ang tanong po, hindi pa ho expired yung kanyang term bilang presidente ng Surigao State College of Agriculture and Technology, ay inelect nyo na siya ulit. Meaning, the term of the SSCT president has not yet expired, and yet you called for an election. The law does not say that you will have to call for an election to elect a new president. Kaya nga nakalagay sa provision ng Section 9, sinasabi doon na that in order to effect a smooth transition to a state university, kasi nga from Surigao State College to Surigao del Norte State University, nakalagay po dito that the incumbent president of the SSCT shall serve as the first president of the university. Nowhere in the provisions of this section did it say that you will have to elect. Kasi kapag inelect mo siya, he will have a fresh new term of 4 years. Given that he has already served 2 years, ang ibig bang sabihin, lalampas siya ng 4 na taon. Lalampas siya ng 4 na taon. So kung in totality, makikita mo, una, hindi ka naman dapat nagpatawag ng eleksyon. Pangalawa, binigyan mo siya, inelect nyo siya, binigyan nyo siya ng another 4 years, which violated the provision naman nung Section 13 ng RA 8292. So, mukhang meron kang hindi naintindihan dito, Madam President. Mukhang you are finding justification that the election of President Gamboa for his 3rd term is legal.
Mr. Chair, allow me to speak. It was the Board of Regents on August 8, 2022, who has issued the resolution number 133, series of 2022, approving the appointment of Dr. Gamboa as the first university president of SNSU. And based on records, SSCT was converted into a university after compliance with all CHED requirements on June 7. So the reappointment of Dr. Gamboa as SSCT president...
Madam President, if I may, if I may, hindi, ang sinasabi ho dito, automatic, the President will, in order to effect a smooth transition, automatic naman po siyang presidente. There is no need for you, the Board of Regents, to elect a new president. Diba? I would ask for the indulgence of the chair and the honorable members that yung sagot ni Madam President Plando is irrelevant dito sa tanong ko. So, but you know, it seems that you will have to stick to your narrative. I will not belabor that point anymore. Anyway, I believe that the committee will find that there was a clear violation on this particular section. So, in order to save time, Mr. Chairman and honorable colleagues, let me go to another question. Madam President, I have an information that the Surigao del Norte State University is in the process of establishing an extension campus in another province, specifically our neighbor, the province of Dinagat, no? Dinagat Islands. Can you confirm if this information is accurate?
Mr. Chair and the honorable members of the committee, there was a proposal regarding the establishment of Dinagat extension classes. Yes, Mr. Chair.
So,
But then it was not yet subject to compliance of all the requirements of JED.
oh, teka muna. Thank you
But then
for that
a
answer.
proposal only po,
Okay.
Mr. Chair.
May I ask the CHED, Dr. Agrupis, good morning po ulit. Is the establishment of an extension campus by a state university in a province, in this case, Surigao del Norte, other than where it was originally chartered, allowed under existing laws and CHED regulations? Pwede po ba na maglagay ng extension campus?
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Chairperson, and the Honorable...
The Honorable Chairperson is recognized.
Yeah, sorry for that. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, thank you for this opportunity. Again, this is my second time to stand and give the position of CHED. Regarding the establishment of Extension Campus, there are detailed guidelines to follow. But the existing problems to many state university and colleges is that they started with extension classes. Under the guidelines of the Commission on Higher Education, extension classes is only allowed for 1 year and can be justified for another year. And when we define extension classes, it is just an extension for extraordinary situation. The faculty and all the curriculum is attached to the main campus. But that is only allowed for 1 year and can be under extreme, condition or justification. It can be allowed until 2 years. Now, we allow that the Commission on Higher Education on a different situation, the extension classes can be converted to extension campus. But when we mean extension campus already, there is now a clear definition. It exists like an independent campus, which means that it has its own organizational structure, it has its own faculty, it has its own laboratory and facilities, and the sustainability of the degree program is justified by the presence of takers. So, dun po kami. So, for that case, I am not yet familiar with that, honorable members of the committee. I'm not yet familiar of that. Correct me if I'm wrong, if it has passed through the BOR already, but definitely, if it come to the table, it will always be subject to the existing guidelines and policies of CHED.
So, in other words, ma'am, it is allowed only on certain extreme situations or conditions, no? So hindi siya talagang permanent na campus, no? Kasi I am of the impression that Surigao del Norte State University is within the province of Surigao del Norte, because once you put up another campus in another province, it will no longer be called Surigao del Norte. Diba? And considering also that I think in Dinagat, there is an existing college known as Don Ecleo Memorial College. So that's why I'm quite confused. I'd like to ask guidelines from CHED kung ito ba ay pinapayagan. Kasi hindi na po Surigao del Norte ang tawag dyan kapag nilipat nyo po na ibang probinsya yan. So, in line with the same question, ma'am, there is a plan, I believe, no, na magkaroon ng Municipality of Claver Extension College, no? Is this also allowed under the law creating the SNSU? So, Madam President Plando, is this allowed? under the law creating, is there any provision in the law creating SNSU that allows, or would it necessitate a legislation?
Mr. Chair and the honorable members of the committee,
Madam President, you're recognized.
for if it is allowed, it's only an extension classes, and it is up to the Board of Regents if this will be approved, subject to the compliance of the CHED requirements. But then we will have to review first our RA as well as 10600 and 11010 if there will be there is or are provisions regarding the same.
So as we speak, hindi nyo po alam kung kailangan po ba ng legislation ito. Would it necessitate a legislation?
For establishment of campus, Mr. Chair, yes, there is a need for legislation, but then I believe for extension classes, wala po. But then we have still to review, Mr. Chair, on the provisions under RA 10600.
Paano ang ano diyan? Halimbawa, paano ang faculty? Paano ang MOOE nung extension campus na yun? Kung if it is not included in the budget, do you have enough and sufficient funds to be able to extend or to create another extension campus?
Mr. Chair, this will be extension classes will be an extension of the city campus. And so the faculty as well as other personnel will be in the city campus will be given
What about
subjects for the extension classes of
What about the facilities? Meron bang facilities?
Mr. Chair, we will not allow the establishment of extension classes in the Nagat Islands if there will be no sufficient
No, in Claver, in
equipment.
Claver.
In Claver?
Oh.
Okay, so for Claver campus, Mr. Chair, there will be legislation, and we will ask the legislative for the
Who will you ask?
the Congress for the creation or to author
And
the
which
bill.
congressman will you ask?
District, Congressman Barbers.
The
For District
the
1.
location
District
of the
2.
said university.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So that's very clear. Sige,
Mr. Chair?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, may I be allowed? Mr. Chair, may I be permitted?
Yes,
Yes.
Madam President, you're recognized.
This Claver campus, they are proposing, it was already brought to my table, but considering the offering, I went pala sa Surigao del Norte
Yes.
and went around the campus, and I see the necessity of the program they are proposing, agriculture, fishery, and marine biology. But I said, you present to the board, approve in principle, subject to the provision of feasibility study. Feasibility study should contain the need of the province, the potential takers, the sustainability of the takers in the next 5 years, the presence of faculty, the presence of funding. So wala pa doon, sir, ang Claver. So sabi ko, provide the approval in principle that the board have given to SNSU is not a ticket to create a campus. But it is a ticket for the university to go now with the feasibility study, and they will come back to us.
Okay.
If the feasibility warrants the creation of a campus as determined by board, then we will be able to recommend to whoever legislator that indeed there is a need to create a campus. Mr. Chair, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. That's now very clear. In fact, I'm quite happy, knowing that there is a plan to create extension campus outside of the main campus. Kasi nga po, malaki ang probinsya at marami pong mga estudyante na nahihirapan bumiyahe ng pagkalayo-layo. Imagine, if you're from the municipality of Claver and you want to study in the Surigao del Norte State University, it will take you about 1 hour and a half to be able to arrive at the campus. Kaya nga magandang plano po ito. But in addition to that, I'd like also to take advantage of the fact that since we will be creating extension campus and adding more courses to be included in the university, I believe there is also a need to include maybe perhaps nursing courses. Kasi po, marami pong mga nurses, perhaps also mining engineers, knowing that the Caraga region, specifically Surigao del Norte, is a mining province. We may probably include mining geologists or mga mining engineers or whatever it would take to be able to help our constituents. Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, we noted that.
Salamat. Salamat po. So, may I know lang, Madam President, when did you assume your office as President of the SNSU?
Mr. Chair, I assumed office on February 11, 2025.
Feb 11, okay. Are you aware of certain videos that circulated online which featured scenes filmed within the facilities of SNSU, apparently used as part of a campaign propaganda by a local candidate during the recent May 12 elections in Surigao del Norte? Are you aware of that? Ginamit po ang inyong campus, ginamit po ang inyong faculty, ginamit po ang inyong estudyante promoting a certain candidate. Are you aware of that?
Mr. Chair, I was made aware upon the video was flooding in the Facebook account.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Chair, may I?
I'd like to ask the indulgence of the members to please bear with me. Can I show the short video?
Yes, please.
So may I ask the committee secretariat to please show the video? Ito ay nakakagulat dahil ginamit po ang state resources ng isang kandidato, which is a clear election offense.
Day!
O yan sa Manday.
Dali! Tanap! Amo ba dya ini ang SNSU sa una? Sa nananidya ba dya pangayan kay Surigao National College of Science and Technology?
O amo, yan sa man pagkahimo na university ang SNSU?
Are these students of the SNSU?
Tanawa.
I know how it happened. Sugod pa ng 2010, nag-file ng balaod nun si Kung Lalo para i-integrate ang Surigao National College of Science and Technology sa mga colleges ng Surigao del Norte.
Is she also the member of the
State
faculty?
College of Technology sa Surigao City, Claver, Sanan Malimuno, Sanan ang Surigao del Norte College of Agriculture ng Mainit. Ini na-aprubahan ang 2013 na nahimo na Republic Act 10600 or 10600. Namugna ang Surigao del Norte State University. Si Kung Lalo Matugas ang kuman tagtawag na author ng charter ng SNSU.
Si Kung Lalo.
Dili ba siya na siya galing maghimo universidad? Tanawa ang taghim kumani Kung Lalo. Grabe niya na effort pangumbinsi sa kongreso. Isa pa, grabe niya na napagpaningkamot na matuman ini.
Awa, sumakses! Si May Magtuo. Kuman, grabe nakaarang nakahanap ng trabaho. Sana nakakuha ng tungod, graduate ng State University.
O di ba?
Ga, dili ra lamang diri sa isla ng Surigao, pati na sa probinsya ng Surigao del Norte. Ligasiya inini ko ang pagka-universidad ng SNSU.
Lain makapadadya ng kamanadyaw na agit ko yung OG.
Ang nagsugod ng kalambuan sa Surigao.
Okay, thank you. May I ask the President, ayun pa pala, yun, no? Atong iboto.
Puno sa balota.
Meron pa isa? May I know ano ibig sabihin ng OG? Ayan, this is inside the gym of the SNSU, Your Honors. So, may I know ano ibig sabihin ng OG? If there's anyone from Surigao, no? So, after viewing the video, can you confirm, Madam President Plando, whether the location in the video is indeed the SNSU campus?
Mr. Chair, upon someone informed me on the video that is flooding on the internet, on the promotional video, I would like to emphasize that we then acted on it with urgency.
No, I'm just asking,
Mr.
Madam
Chair,
President.
Mr. Chair, Congressman Akop, you're recognized.
May I remind Madam President that she should answer the question of the Honorable Barbers directly. Huwag po kayong umiwas. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Please answer the question of Honorable Barbers directly, Madam President.
Mr. Chair, the venue was not in our campus.
The venue where
The classroom.
So, ano yung nakalagay
on the
na SNSU
classroom
doon?
and the video.
So, you better be
In the-
sure with your answer, Madam President,
In
because
the promotional video.
the evidence speaks for itself. Baka nakakalimutan mo, nakita mo yung video. So,
May I remind the resource person that you are under oath, ma'am. So better answer honestly and truthfully.
now, if I may continue, Your Honor.
Please continue,
Mr. Chair.
Congressman Barbers.
Now, as president of the university, it is incumbent upon you to exercise general supervision of all the facilities, the campuses within the confines of the university. Is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair. That's
Now, are you aware that it was used for a political ad or political campaign?
No, Mr. Chair.
So you're not aware. Now, since ikaw yung may general supervision dyan at hindi ka aware sa nangyayari within your campus, what does that tell me, Mr. Chair? Is a question of incompetence or competence proper at this time? I really don't know. I really don't know. Kasi ikaw nga yung presidente dyan and you should be, you have the general supervision of all the, you think pumunta lang doon yung kandidato, ginamit yung facility nyo without telling you or telling anyone from your university?
Mr. Chair, I was made aware when that video came.
So clearly,
posted
you were
in
not
the
informed prior to the use of the
No.
sugan, which again tells me na wala kang supervision doon sa iyong campus, which is not, supposed to be expected of a university president. So medyo mayroon tayong ano dyan, di ba? Another question, no? Yung video na yon, was it filmed during a weekday na merong klase? Ano bang, I'd like to be familiar with the goings on in that particular video. Yeah, di ba pagka may mga shooting sa mga campuses, minsan humihingi yan ng permits eh. Oh, hindi naman pwedeng pumasok lang yan dyan, nag-video, no? Ang problema kung ito ang video na to kinuha nung mayroong klase. Ano, sinuspend ba yung klase? para lang to give way to the production of a video. Now, let me remind the President Plando, no? Yung mga questions, who authorized them to use the facility, isa yan, no? Were classes suspended or disrupted during the production of this video? Maraming mga questions na ano And the law is very clear, no? Sabi yan. Yung papel ko. Papel ko. You see, let me define what abuse of state resources is, no? As provided in the revised penal code at saka section, this is considered an election offense, no? Sabi dito, abuse of state resources pertains to the misuse of government resources, whether material, human, coercive, regulatory, budgetary, media-related, or legislative, or for electoral advantage, no? So, meron pong kaakibat na penalty po ito, no? Under Section 263 of the Revised Penal Code, sinasabi po dito, sino yung persons criminally liable? Sinabi po rito, the principals, yung actors ng video, accomplices, yung pumayag na magpagamit ng state resources, and accessories as defined in the Revised Penal Code shall be criminally liable for election offense. If the one responsible be a political party or an entity, its president or head, the officials and employees of the same performing duties connected with the offense committed, and its members who may be principals, accomplices, or accessories shall be liable. And any person found guilty, as provided in Section 264 of the Revised Penal Code, any person found guilty of any election offense under this code shall be punished with imprisonment of not less than 1 year, but not more than 6 years, and shall not be subject to probation. So, I don't know if you're aware of this. Given the fact that you are the university president, I would like to believe that you are complicit to a point that you allowed the filming, production of such a video, a campaign ad for a certain local candidate. So, Mr. Chair, Honorable
Mr. Chair,
members, I'd like to give the the opportunity for the university president to be able to answer this after this committee recommends or writes our committee report and consider the findings as part of our recommendations, including, of course, the filing of criminal cases, administrative cases against those who have erred or have committed this grave misconduct, anomalies, malfeasance, and misfeasance, Mr. Chair. With that, I'd like to thank you for the opportunity, and I'd like to thank also CHED, headed by Dr. Shirley Agrupis, and the members and the
Mr.
President
Chair,
of the Board
can I
of Regents of
further-
the Surigao del Norte State University.
Mr.
Yes,
Chair.
Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I noted the comments of our good congressman, Congressman Barbers, but then I would like also to emphasize that we issued an official statement on May 1. That was the day when the video or the promotional video circulated, and the university categorically denies any knowledge, involvement, and or authorization in the production, endorsement, and or circulation of said promotional campaign video. Neither funds and resources of SNSU have been used nor its officials, administrators, faculty, and staffs have been consulted in the said production, endorsement, and or circulation. The views and opinions expressed therein do not in any way reflect those of SNSU. Further, Mr. Chair, on May 1, we issued the official statement of the university. And that said video, okay. So the Office of the University President issued Memorandum Order number 217, Series of 2025, instructing the campus director of SNSU Del Carmen Campus to conduct an urgent investigation relative to the subject matter. On May 2, then, the campus director of SNSU Del Carmen Campus issued the following office memorandum order for the following purpose: to create an investigation team and to conduct investigation. On May 2, 2025, an investigation was conducted at the LRC conference room following reports regarding the unauthorized use of SNSU students and faculty in a promotional and campaign video that was posted and circulated online. On May 13, Office of the President also issued an office order number 240, Series of 2025, creating a composite team to conduct verification on the result of the investigation conducted per office memorandum order. However, the team failed to convene after the election. Another office memorandum order number SNSU Admin 05148 Series of 2025 dated May 26, 2025 was issued, creating another team to verify on the veracity of the result of the investigation conducted by SNSU Del Carmen Campus. On May 27, 2028, May 27 to 28, the team conducted the actual verification process, and each of the invited official, employee, and students were informed of their rights prior to the interview. The team were able to obtain sworn statements with consent of the concerned parties. And this concerns and issues also, Mr. Chair and honorable members of the committee, was presented to the Board of Regents for deliberations and discussion, because I am only one member or member of the governing board, which is the highest governing policy-making body of the university. So my point, Mr. Chair and honorable members of the committee, that we tried our best to really investigate and to know the truth also. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
The Honorable Acop is recognized.
With the indulgence of the Honorable Barbers, Madam President, sabi po niyo, nag-imbestiga po kayo, di po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Meron po bang resulta yung investigasyon ninyo?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And what would be the finding?
The finding was the person appearing as a teacher in the video political campaign is not a bona fide employee of SNSU.
Hindi rin po
Rather, Mr.
estudyante
Chair,
yung dalawa.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Rather, a teaching staff of a certain school. Thus, SNSU officials and employees, Mr. Chair, and honorable members of the committee, and not directly or indirectly involved in any partisan political activity.
Madam President, pakisagot lang po yung aking katanungan. Masyado na pa kayong defensive eh. Bilang isang investigador, ako'y nagdududa. Masyado ko ng defensive. Hindi ko naman yun ang tinatanong ko eh. Ang tinatanong ko lang po sa inyo ay kung meron na po kayong findings. Kasi hindi nyo sinagot kanina yung mga katanungan ni Honorable Burrs. Number one, dininay nyo kanina na yung classroom at saka campus na ginamit, hindi po sa SNSU. Tama po ba yung pagkarinig ko?
Yung classroom po, Mr. Chair, is hindi.
Hindi po.
Hindi po sa...
How would you know that it is not a classroom of SNSU? Is it a product of your investigation, officially conducted?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Huh? Is that part of the investigation report submitted to your office?
Madam President,
Yes or no?
Yes.
before you answer the Honorable Akop, make sure you are answering truthfully. Because later on, if we will be able to prove that that incident happened inside the perimeter of your campus,
Mr. Chair, I would like to request respectfully that the result of the investigation will be furnished to the Board of Regents for deliberation and discussions.
Pakiulit po yun. Hindi po namin nakuha ng buong-buo yung sinabi po ninyo.
On May 29, actually, Mr. Chair, this was presented to the Board of Regents.
Yeah. Hindi naman po yung board ang tinatanong ko. Tinatanong ko po kayo bilang SNSU President. And you should be aware of all these things bilang Presidente ng SNSU. Di po ba? It's part of your jurisdiction that you should know everything that happens within your campus.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
At
Yes.
tanong ni Congressman Akop kanina, if that incident happened inside the campus, including the classroom scene.
Hindi po ang classroom,
Ano po?
Chair. Hindi po yung classroom, Mr. Chair.
Second, yun po mga actors or actresses na nandun po sa present ni Honorable Barbers, hindi po taga SNSU?
Mr. Chair.
Was that also discovered in your investigation? Hindi ba dapat very critical yun sa inyong investigasyon?
Based on the investigation, Mr. Chair, that 7 out of 10 students personally and voluntarily participated in the video political campaign.
So in other words, ang sagot po nyo dun sa aking katanungan, estudyante po ng SNSU, yung mga nag-participate doon. Yes or no?
Some po. Hindi
O
lahat.
sige, Sam. Ilan ba yung estudyante na pinag-uusapan po natin?
7 out of 10, Mr. Chair.
7 out of 10. Mas maraming estudyante ng SNSU. At doon sa investigation report, yung 3, hindi nyo po alam kung saan nanggaling. Yun po ba ang ibig nyo sabihin?
Yes, Mr. Chair. And
Next question, Madam President. May prinisinta po rin si the Honorable Barbers na affair or event sa isang gymnasium. Yung gymnasium ba na yun hindi gymnasium ng SNSU?
Mr. Chair,
Simpleng-simple lang po yung tanong ko, Madam President. Doktor po ang nakalagay dyan sa inyong titulo dyan. Pakisagot lang po yung aking tanong. Otherwise, I will move to cite you in contempt.
it was on the candidates forum, Mr. Chair.
I beg your pardon?
Candidates forum, where the...
Gymnasium ba ng SNSU yun? Yun po ang aking katanungan.
Yes, Mr.
Yes,
Chair.
simpleng-simple lang po
For
yung aking
candidates
katanungan. And I do not know why a doctor of philosophy cannot answer a simple question. This is an investigation in aid of legislation. And you should answer questions directly, Madam President. Di po ba? So in other words, lahat po ng sinyales ay nagamit po yung inyong campus. Would you agree with that, Madam President? Nandun yung estudyante, nandun yung gymnasium ninyo. If it quacks like a duck, it is a duck. Madam President.
Mr. Chair, I think I have to verify first because based on my knowledge, the university gym was used for the candidates forum where it was being hosted by agencies and the Commission on Election, not for promotional video.
Madam President, yung pong katanungan ko po hindi na, yung sagot po ninyo, hindi naman po yung kasama doon sa katanungan ko Simple lang po yung tanong ko. Yung bang gymnasium na prinisinta dito kanina ni Honorable Barder, na merong event, gymnasium ba ng SNSU? And all of these informations should have been contained in the investigation report conducted by the people you have directed to conduct the investigation. In other words, I can call their investigation very, very sloppy, Madam President. And if you're satisfied with that investigation, I'm sorry, hindi po ako naniniwala po sa inyo. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.